Lisbon's Chiado neighborhood, and we are going to be checking out 10 different things that Time Out magazine says that we should do while we're here. The Chiado neighborhood is known for its shopping, its theater, and its amazingness. I mean, look at how cute this place is.
It's like the artsy neighborhood. It's where all the creative people hung out for years.
I have a feeling that as soon as we get going, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, neighborhood, you had me at hello. That's how much I think I'm gonna love it. It's a lot to cover. Let's get going. Igreja São Roque is behind me, and it's one of the few buildings to survive the Lisbon earthquake of 1755. It was #1 on Time Out Market's list, so we need to check it out.
It's a blessed place, right?
It must be. When it was built in the 16th century, the Roman Catholic Igreja São Roque, or St. Roch Church, was Portugal's first Jesuit church. Each of its chapels is a masterpiece, but one stands out from the rest.
And that's the Chapel of St. John the Baptist. It's the world's most expensive chapel. Wouldn't you know it, I totally screwed up and didn't get any of that on video. Fortunately, Melissa got these pics. She's just the best. Melissa, come here. Honey, the relics behind us were donated to this church in 1588.
There are so many extraordinary things. Did you notice the ceiling?
Yeah, I got a good shot of it.
Everything here is so gorgeous. All the gold and the artistry and the detail. I'm blown away by the attention to detail in these churches.
Honey, there's skulls back there.
Oh, geez.
From the 1500s. That was definitely a thumb up a bump recommendation the Time Out Market gave. Yeah.
Have you?
Another amazing church with so many cool things to look at. So much elegance.
The history, the artwork, all of those gorgeous chapels. Each one with a different theme and a different, I'm still overwhelmed. I can't really talk too well about it, but it's definitely a spot you need to check out. It was absolutely free.
We already talked about it, but that collection of weird stuff from the 1500s.
Did that make it for you?
That was pretty cool. Melissa is excited about the next place.
A Brasileira. It is a cafe that apparently Fernando Pessoa visited or frequented. There is supposed to be a sculpture of him right outside of it that I'm looking forward to seeing.
Did you know? I learned a very exciting and interesting fact.
Oh, what?
Back during the dictatorship, it was a neutral zone. So nobody could be arrested there. So if someone was going to be arrested, they could just go hang out there and the cops would just wait outside till they came out. Yeah, because the dictator, he respected the history of the place. So he didn't do his dictatorial things inside.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was way cool.
Another thing about A Brasileira is that it is known as the place where the term bica was born. And in case you don't know, bica is what you say when you want to order a shot of espresso. And it stands for Beba isto com açúcar.
That means drink it with sugar.
I've been reading a lot of his poetry and I really, really like it.
I was pretty hungry, so I ordered a steak sandwich. To honor the place the bica was invented, we have ordered bicas. I usually don't put sugar in my coffee drinks, but I'm gonna follow the Bika. Right? I just follow the Bika.
You definitely need to on this one. It was so fantastic. I didn't notice until the end that they consider themselves a literary cafe, and there's definitely that vibe there.
It was a cool place. Lots of activity, lots of stuff going on. Interesting conversations next to us.
Yes. Some we may not have needed to hear. One thing I really wanted to point out is online I had seen some reviews where it was like, the service was great. Everyone was very kind. We got seated right away. One thing to be aware of is you're supposed to stand in line to be seated, or you're supposed to go by the sign to be seated. I saw a lot of people just like going to seats and them having to go, oh, please, no, go do that.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what's put some people off. But
my food was alright. I was hungry. It wasn't the best, but it was okay.
But the service and the drinks were fantastic, and I got my book.
And it was a great location.
Yes.
So, lots of fun. Worth it.
I'll go back.
Do it. Honey, I actually like the next place you've picked out. It's a record store. We have not yet gone to a record store in one of our videos, have we?
No, this will be a first.
Louie. Woo!
We gotta go.
Dun, dun. It's over here someplace. You ever heard of Klaus?
No, have you?
No, but I think we should look it up and listen to it right now. I've never bought a record before in terms of a vinyl, ever. I don't own a record player.
I've bought vinyl records before. I've owned vinyl records before. Did you at least own vinyl records?
Yes, one time I bought a Tool CD and it came with a vinyl record, which I thought, stupid. It'd be worth so much money now if I would have just kept it. But anyway, this is a small independent business and I wanted to help out a small independent business. And I also think once I set up my man cave someday, it'd be cool to have a record player and to have some vinyl and maybe start collecting some vinyls. I got something that you and I could sit around and listen to. This is probably the ultimate put on your headphones, crank it.
Okay, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate on this. I can't stand Pink Floyd. Like, there were just too many times where I'd be like driving home late from work and I would have a radio station on that would play a Pink Floyd song that would make me feel sleepy. And it gives me really bad memories of Pink Floyd.
You should be putting the hate on your work to make you work so hard that you're so tired.
They paid me. Pink Floyd didn't pay me.
Pink Floyd has paid me tons of joy.
Good for you, not for me. Words cannot express how excited I am to go into the world's oldest bookstore. If you know me, you know I'm a book lover. I'm also a bookstore lover. And how cool.
Something tells me you were just like going through the motions at the record store.
Although I do have fond memories of vinyl. Like I had Mary Poppins on vinyl. I had Strawberry Shortcake on vinyl.
That is so cool.
Good stuff.
I actually want to find a book here. I'm going to find a book. And now I'll show you. I think it's amazing that this bookstore has been open longer than the country I'm from has been a country. Think about that.
Pedro IV and Jose Joao Bertrand opened the Bertrand Bookstore back in 1732. That place is fantastic, and it's not overrun like some other amazing bookstores, which I really, really appreciated. What did you think?
It's the oldest bookstore in the world, isn't it?
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I learned, for all of you trying to learn Portuguese, I did learn that they have books available on audiobook on their website in Portuguese. So I have a plan to listen to a couple of the books that I bought in Portuguese as I'm reading it so I can get a sense of the way the word sounds.
You'll be fluent in no time. If you're not familiar with Lisbon, Lisbon is hilly. So really you can eat and drink whatever you want because you've got to walk so many hills. You'll
It's
burn
the
it
city of
all
seven
up.
hills.
Oh, really? Is that what they call
It's
it?
the city of seven hills.
It was a rooftop bar. It had great sights, good drinks, good music.
We're happy.
We'll take it. Double
Thumb
thumb
up,
up.
thumb.
Thumb up. Up.
Also on Time Out Magazine's list is Sala Bar in Palacio Chiado. And actually maybe it was just Palacio Chiado, and then I looked and saw Sala Bar and went, yes, we've got to go there.
So what I like is it is about 9 o'clock in the evening, which means it's super early to go to a bar in Lisbon, I do believe, because look. So that means we're gonna get the place to ourselves. Old guy like me, I like that. It'll be nice and quiet. I like this.
I'm going to have La Viande.
And I have chosen the American pie.
Okay, so I read that this is a very happening place for artists, celebrities, designers, that sort.
So like Melissa from Chris+Melissa, right?
Cheers.
Cheers. Apple pie.
Sala was amazing.
Good place to go and have a cocktail, and it looked like there's a place to go have a fancy dinner too. So
There is.
You can have a great time there.
And it's so swanky in the Sala
It was.
spot.
It was very nice. Double thumb up a bumps, big time. 3. One more.
Well, that's 4. Time for dinner at By the Wine.
Guess how late it is, everyone?
It's almost 10 o'clock at night.
Our reservations are for 10 o'clock.
It's the earliest I could get, and I'm usually in bed by now.
Yeah, and this is probably like normal, like the mid-range time for people to have dinner. 10 o'clock.
Here.
Things are different in Lisbon. Melissa knows how to pick them. You know how busy that place is.
It's supposed to be one of the most beautiful bars in Lisbon. At By the Wine, instead of committing to a bottle, you can order almost any wine on their extensive list by the glass.
I had the Iberian pork plume.
I gave their vegan pad thai a try. I'm so glad we finally had dinner. It was delicious.
Even though it was 10 o'clock, By the Wine, it's a cool place, good food, fast service.
Make reservations.
Make
We
reservations.
saw others getting turned away.
Yes, wine was delicious. And you know, really, we would have kept going, but it's late. And we have things to do tomorrow. Okay. Will you give it a thumb up, a bump, hon?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Boom.
So beautiful in there.
Yeah, really.
Seriously.
Check it out. By the Wine. Valladolid is a neighborhood of restaurants all under one roof. You've got your pizzeria, your mini bar, your tavern, and where we went to eat, the patio, or pateo.
This is the caldo verde. It's a traditional soup. It's a little messy. And it is good.
Does it remind you of any soups you used to have back in the States?
Kind of like a potato soup with a bit more of an edge.
Oh.
Those are the exploding olives.
Yes.
This is an exploding olive. Scary. Yep, it exploded. I expected it to be warm. It wasn't. It's like obviously olive oil in the middle, which maybe they just pump it to the point where it's all ready to burst like a balloon. Interesting.
I ordered grilled vegetables green curry. That is nice.
Is it spicy?
Not super spicy. I would say it's more dynamic. It's got like almost a little briny bite to it. It's nice.
I thought I should embrace some Portuguese food. So it's cod. It seems like there's some rice in there. Oh, and there's like potatoes in there. I taste a little bit of the cod in there. It's got a rich aftertaste to it. It almost tastes a little bit like au gratin potatoes, a little bit, but with a twist.
Potato e bairro do Avile.
That's pretty good, I think.
Fantastic.
Very good.
I'm very sorry if I didn't say that correctly though.
Yeah. Hey, but I tried a Portuguese dish.
So did I.
Yeah, but mine's more Portuguese than yours, I bet.
No, caldo
Just a little
verde
bit.
is a very Portuguese dish.
All right, well, we both did, so that's the beginning, and once we eat more Portuguese, we'll be able to enunciate Portuguese better, right?
Oh, yeah,
See
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Okay, so you tried saying bairro do Avile.
Like what she
Avile.
said, like what she said.
I wonder, if there's a double L, is it a U sound?
Why are you looking at me?
You can correct
Okay, we gotta go. I'm up a bump.
me, for sure.
Cool place. Fortunately, Melissa has picked a sweet spot. You're the best. Now, we haven't had a lot of donuts here, and we're not going to have donuts. We're going to have bakery items, and that's good enough with me. Patisserie Bernard was originally named Patisserie Bernard. But in 1926, foreign languages were prohibited on storefronts, so the owners were forced to rename it. I thought I should try a pastel de nata. It's just a little guy, so fully healthy. No salmon. That was very good. I think they said this was called a home. Like a home. I don't know. Tell us below if you know what this is. This seems like kind of like a sponge cake. Like it's cold. Very interesting in a good way. It's kind of liquidy at the bottom, kind of almost like syrup.
Kind of like an upside down cake?
Kind of. Very sweet, very unique. I like it. Oh, wow. It actually kind of reminds me of a tres leches cake.
Tama, Papa?
Yeah. That was a fun time. Good treats. Sorry you couldn't have anything, hon.
I had una bica.
And they actually had a ton of things that I would have liked to try, but come on, I can only do so much.
You're shouldering so much responsibility.
I'm up a bumps, honey. I'm up a bumps. That was good. Oh, okay, all right.
We've been to this place before, but it was in a different spot. It's time to try more pastéis de nata. So the Chiado neighborhood is named after the poet Chiado, Antonio Ribeiro Chiado, poeta.
That's the guy that made the neighborhood.
These are the people in your neighborhood. Were these the top 10 things to do in Chiado?
It's hard to know. You know, there's so much going on here. There's so many more things we could do. It's hard to say that it'd be the top 10 things. They were fun.
They were pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I think it was decent advice, but I don't know if it was perfect.
So, I don't know. Can you guys let us know? Did we miss something in the Chiado neighborhood?
What should we come back here and do? Because
Yeah.
we definitely want to come back here. It's been an amazing time. And if you come to Lisbon, check out Chiado.
Yeah. And if you follow this list, you're going to have fun. But
Yeah.
maybe there's more fun to have.
Yeah. Has the Chiado neighborhood been a thumb up a bump experience?
Yeah, for sure. This place is way cool.
What did we miss on our list? Please let us know below.